Hola, me llamo Señora Lawson y hoy vamos a leer un libro contigo. No, this whole lesson is not going to be in Spanish, but I got really excited when I saw that today our story has a lot of amazing Spanish words in it, and I can't wait to read it with you. So it is called Coyote School News, and we are going to finish this story today. The learning intention for today is we are learning to use text details to determine the theme in a story. We know we are successful when we can identify details that describe the main character, identify the problem in the story, identify the solution to the problem, and use text evidence to determine the theme. First off, let's start with some foundational skills. We are focusing on words from German. Did you know many English words are borrowed or adapted from other languages? Well, the piñata is kaput after the Noche Buena. Any idea what that means? No, because this word is actually from somewhere else. So let's use our dictionary to check the origin and find out the meaning. So if we didn't know how to spell it, it is kaput. And we're going to scroll down on dictionary.com and look at the origin of this word. And as we already know, this is German. So let's figure out what it means. It is ruined, done for, or demolished. So does that make sense that the piñata is ruined after the Noche Buena? Yeah, because they're hitting it, they're breaking it, they got to get all the good stuff out of that piñata. Now, the challenge I want you to do is I want you to use dictionary.com or a dictionary to find the origin and the meaning of the word hamburger. Yes, you probably already know what hamburger means, but do you know the origin of that word? And if you want an extra challenge, I want you to try and use the word kaput and hamburger in a sentence. I can't wait to see what you come up with, fourth graders. So also today you will be reading the story Nick's Pup and really focusing on those words from German. Vocabulary, Miss Lawson's favorite. So the first one right here is this object. Have you ever seen it? It's called a spur, and it is a sharp-pointed object that is attached to the heels of a rider's boot. What about this word? Lassos. And which shows this person lassoing. What does that mean? Yeah, it is a rope that is with a loop that is used to catch an animal, such as cattle or horses. What about this word? See, it is success. It says, Adelia Ortiz has been promoted to grade 2. What do you think that means? Advanced, good job. So can you think of a synonym for promoted or advanced? Yeah, it could be upgrade, raise, elevate. It's going higher, right? What about a synonym? What is the opposite of going up, moving up? Yeah, it would be moving down, being demoted. There's some antonyms. What about this last vocabulary word, fourth graders? Contributed. Contributed. In this picture, all of these people are contributing, and it says the Coyote News Writing Award for the student who has contributed most to Coyote News. So what does it mean to contribute to something? Could be supplying, giving, maybe even donating. All right, I'm so excited. Let's get into this story. It is called Noche Buena, this part that we're starting today. If you didn't know, we'll figure out what Noche Buena is. For Noche Buena, we are many people. Some are family I see only at Christmas and roundup and weddings and funerals. The day before Noche Buena, my cousins from Sonora arrive. Now we can make the piñata. First, we cut the strips of red, white, and green paper. Then we paste them on a big olla. When the piñata is ready, we give it to my mother to fill with the dulces she hides in her secret places. On Noche Buena, Junior and my tío Chaco hung the piñata between 2 big mesquite trees, and we kids lined up to hit it, the littlest ones first. My mother tied a mascata over my little brother Peely's eyes, and my tia Elena turned him around and around. She gave him the stick and pointed him towards the piñata. My Tio Chaco and Junior made it easy for him. They did not jerk on the rope when he swung. So we have some Spanish words that, here we are. We just learned that olla is something that is Spanish, but it's in this picture, right? They used it to make the piñata. So they used it to make the piñata. They filled it with dulces. The picture shows that the piñata is round and big. Now, what do you think olla could be? Yeah, it's a pot or a container. So if we don't have a Spanish glossary to help us with that part, we can always use our context clues to figure out the meaning of the Spanish word. Good job. Dale, dale, we were yelling, but Peely never came close. None of the little kids could hit it. Then it was Lolly's turn. Bam! Some peanuts fell out. Gilbert and I dived to get them. One by one, the other kids tried and missed. Then it was Natalia's turn. She took a big swing and bam! The piñata broke open and all the kids were in the dirt screaming and laughing and picking up gum and nuts and oranges and candies. Just before midnight, we got into my Tio Chaco's bus and my father's pickup to go to the mass at Amado. When we got home, my mother and my tias put out tamales and menudo and tortillas and cake. So if we see it sideways like that, I bet it's down here to tell us what it means. So let's check it out. Menudo is tripe soup. Tamales are steamed filled dough, and tortillas, the Mexican bread. So all the yummy food. And cakes and coffee and other drinks. We had music and dancing. No one told us we had to go to bed. Sometime in the night, Santa Claus came and gave us our presents. Junior got a pair of spurs. It's these over here. Victor got a big red top, and Lolly got a little toy dog that looks like Chipito. But I got the best present. It was a silver dollar buckle, the one I had seen with my tia Elena in Tucson. It doesn't have a dollar yet, only a hole. But when I win the perfect attendance, I will put my silver dollar in that hole. We already did this together. So we've got the news, issue number 5. This is from January 12th. Miss Byers' radio. Miss Byers brought her new radio to school. It has a big battery, so it doesn't matter that Coyote School has no electricity. We got to hear President Roosevelt's speech to the Congress. He told them to be prepared for war. Then he said, Happy New Year. That's from Monchi. Our president's voice. None of us kids had heard the president's voice before. When he said war, it sounded like whoa, whoa. It's hard to say. We were all laughing because we never heard anyone who talked like that. But Billy said some of the dudes do. Rosie Garcia, grade 3. Ooh, and if you look, Joey made this picture. Really cool. Some noisy children. When the president was talking, Lolly was noisy. Miss Byers gave her peanuts to make her quiet. I was quiet without the peanuts. Victor, grade 2. Music on the radio. We got to listen to the music on Miss Byers' radio. She has many stations, but I liked best to hear the one with the rancheras. Gilbert Perez, grade 6. No earrings for Christmas. Santa Claus didn't bring me any earrings. Lolly says it's because he knows that I don't have any holes in my ears like she does. Cynthia, grade 2. Frankie drew this picture. The perfect attendance report. Miss Byers says Santa Claus must have given some of our kids the flu and chickenpox for Christmas. The only kids who still have perfect attendance are Natalia, Monchi, Victor, and me. Billy, grade 3. La Fiesta de los Vaqueros Rodeo Parade. We are so excited because Miss Byers just told us something wonderful. Our school gets to be in the Tucson Rodeo Parade. Natalia Ramirez, grade 8. So we have a stop sign, so we're going to stop at the beginning and check out this question. What does Monchi's father tell Monchi and Junior? So so that kind of gives me a clue. Got to watch out for something his dad says. Round up. The vaqueros were hollering, "Andale, andale." They were cutting through the cattle on their horses, swinging their lassos in the air to rope out the steers. My tío Chaco threw his saddle up on his horse, Canelo, and joined them. We kids clapped and whistled. Sometimes we helped my father or my tíos. We brought them rope or a fresh horse or something to drink. That night, we boys got to eat with the vaqueros and sit by the fire and listen to them play their guitars and sing their rancheras. We got to hear their exciting stories and their bragging and their bad words. When my father came over to Junior and me, I thought he was going to tell us to go into bed. But instead, he said, "Tomorrow, I want you boys to help with the branding." Junior has helped since he was 11, but it was the first time my father had ever asked me. "Tomorrow I have school," I said. "School," said Junior. "Machi, don't you understand? You get to help with the branding." "He doesn't want to lose the perfect attendance," said Victor. "The perfect attendance," said Junior. "Machi, you are crazier than a goat. You are a Ramirez. We are a family of vaqueros. Roundup is more important than the perfect attendance." Okay, guys, so what does Machi's father tell Machi and Junior? Yeah, he says, "I want you guys to help with the branding tomorrow, so you're going to have to miss school." So what does Machi say? Why is that spelled wrong? 1 second, guys. Okay, there we go. So what does Machi say? Let's look back. Goodness. He says, "Tomorrow I have school." So why does he say that? Right, school is important to him. He wants to keep that perfect attendance award, and he wants to go to school. But how does Junior respond? Is it the same? He goes, "School? Machi, don't you understand? You get to help with the branding." And he was like, "The perfect attendance award, Machi, you are crazier than a goat." So basically he said, "You're crazy. Why would you pick school over helping your family and all of us with the branding?" So I want you guys to make an inference. What message do you think the author wants you to infer from these details? What is most important to the vaqueros? Is it school? I don't know. I knew Junior was right. I touched the empty hole of my silver dollar buckle and I sighed. Adios, perfect attendance. For 2 exciting days, Junior and I helped with the roundup. First, the vaqueros lassoed the calves and wrestled them down to the ground. Then, Junior and I held them while my father and my tío Enrique branded them and cut the ears and gave them the shot. Que barullo, barullo. The red-hot irons were smoking, and the burned hair was stinking. The calves were fighting and bawling like giant babies. They were much heavier than Junior and me. It was hard work and dangerous to hold them down. I got dust in my eyes and in my nose, but I didn't care. After the work of the roundup was over, we made the fiesta. First was a race for the kids. We had to ride as fast as we could to the chuck wagon, take an orange, and ride back again. Junior won on Pinto. We got a big jar of candies and he got a big jar of candies and gave some to all of us. Last came Victor and his little burro. All that day, we have races and roping contests. So really quick, find out what a burro means. Good job. You looked down here at our words and you found burro. Burro. It's hard for me to say. I can't roll my R's. And it's a donkey. So he was riding on a donkey. That night, we had a big barbacoa. The kids got cold soda pops. When the music started, all the vaqueros wanted to dance with Natalia. The one they called Chapo asked her to be his novia. You guys know what a novia is? Is it down there? What do you guys think it is? So it's his girlfriend. So they asked her to be his novia. The one they called Chapo, but Natalia told him she doesn't want to get married. She wants to go to high school. Monday morning, when we left for school, the vaqueros were packing their bedrolls. We waved and hollered from our bus, "Adios, adios, hasta la vista." Got another Coyote news coming in. Adios, Coyote School. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, Miss Byers. Oh, Eduardo and Natalia graduate. Lalo and I have passed the 8th grade standard achievement test. I am happy to graduate and I'm excited about high school, but I will miss my teacher and all the kids at my dear Coyote school. Natalia, grade 8. I lose the perfect attendance. I was absent from school to help with the roundup. It was very exciting, but now it is over and I am feeling sad. The vaqueros are gone and I will not get a silver dollar from my buckle. Monchi. The perfect attendance report. The only one who still has perfect attendance is Victor. Even Miss Byers has been absent because when it was roundup on her ranch, a big calf stepped on her foot. We had Miss oh my goodness, I can't say that. Elias, or E, for 3 days. Miss Byers had to pay her $5 a day to take her place. My goodness. Please forgive me, Miss Byers, that 300-pound man. A visit to the Boston Bean. Mr. and Mrs. Bean invited my family to visit them this summer in Boston. Boston is back east. Is even bigger than Tucson. No other kid at Coyote School has ever gone that far away. Billy, grade 3. My daddy is getting married. Oh, earrings. My daddy is getting married. Joey and I will get a new mother and 4 new brothers. Laura is nice and she can cook, but the best part is she has pierced ears and now I will get to have them too. Cynthia, grade 2. Last issue for the school year. This is the last issue before the summer vacation. I'm saving all my Coyote News newspapers so that someday I can show my children all the swell and exciting things we did at Coyote School. Rosie, grade 3. The last day of school. On the last day of school, oh, we got a question for this page. What problem does Miss Byers face on this page? On the last day of school, Miss Byers gave us a fiesta with cupcakes and candies and Cracker Jacks and soda pop. We got to listen to Mexican music on her radio. I didn't have to dance with Natalia. I got to dance with Rosie. Then Miss Byers turned off the radio and stood in front of the room between President Roosevelt and Senora Grandote. She called Natalia and Lalo up to the front and told them how proud we were that they were graduates of Coyote School and how much we would miss them. We all clapped and whistled. Next, Miss Byers gave Adelia a paper and said, "Please read what it says, Adelia." Adelia read, "Adelia Ortiz has been promoted to grade 2. Miss Byers had to help her to read promoted, but we all clapped and cheered anyway. Adelia looked very happy and proud. Then Miss Byers asked Victor to come to the front of the room, and I knew what that meant. I didn't want to listen when she said how good it was that he had not missed a day of school, and I didn't want to look when she gave him the silver dollar. I knew I should be happy that Victor won the perfect attendance, but I was not. And now, boys and girls, Miss Byers said, it's time for the next award. What next award, we asked. The Coyote News Writing Award for the student who has contributed most to Coyote News by writing his own stories and by helping others write theirs. The winner of the Coyote News Writing Award is Ramon Ernesto Ramirez. Me? I said. All the kids were clapping and whistling. I just sat there. Go up to the front, Natalia said and gave me a push. Miss Byers smiled and shook my hand. Congratulations. Monchi, she said, and then she gave me the award. Ay caramba, the Coyote News Writing Award was a shiny silver dollar. Oh, thank you, Miss Byers, I said. Gracias. I was so surprised and happy, I pushed the silver dollar into the round hole on my buckle. It fit perfectly. Muy hermosa, Miss Byers said. She was right. It was very beautiful. So what problem do you think she was facing? What do you guys think? So hopefully you figured out that she wanted to give Monchi an award because, he only missed school because he was helping his family. So she had to come up with a way to do that. So what idea does she come up with so that she can still give Monchi an award? Yeah, she gives him the Coyote News Writing Award because he contributed so much to the paper. And why? So we got to take all of that information and figure out, what do you think the theme is? All right, guys, I'll tell you what I think the theme is. I think it is that, I was trying to build suspense. I think that you can use ideas to fix problems because she felt bad that he missed school for something to help his family. She wanted to fix it, so she used an innovative idea to fix something that wasn't right. She felt that it wasn't right. So, for your reading response today, what problem does Manchi experience and how does he react to it? Bye, guys. Thanks for reading with me today. See you next time.